Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Beginner.English.Podcast. My name is Emma, and I'm so happy you could join us today.
And I'm Oliver. Hey, Emma. Hey, everyone. It's great to be here. We have a really fun topic lined up for you all today.
We absolutely do. We're diving into the world of English slang. These are the words and phrases that you might not find in your textbook, but you will hear all the time in movies, in music, and in casual conversations with native speakers.
Exactly. Learning slang can help you sound more natural and understand the culture behind the language. It's all about connecting with people. But a quick warning.
Yes?
Slang is informal. So you should use these words with friends, but maybe not in a formal email to your boss or in a university essay.
That's a great point, Oliver. Context is key. So, are you ready to learn some cool new words?
I'm ready. And speaking of cool, that's actually our first word. Cool. This is a classic.
It really is. Cool just means great, excellent, or fashionable. If you like something, you can say it's cool. For example, that new movie was so cool. Or if a friend invites you to a party, you can just say, cool, I'll be there.
Right. It's probably one of the most famous slang words in the world. Super useful. Now, what about a word that sounds similar? Chill.
Oh, chill is another great one. It has a couple of meanings. As a verb, to chill means to relax or calm down. You might say, I'm just going to chill at home this weekend.
Yeah, or if your friend is very worried about an exam, you could say, hey, just chill. You'll do great.
Exactly. And you can also use it as an adjective to describe a person who is very relaxed and easygoing. Like, my new teacher is so chill.
The word chill actually comes from 1970s American hip-hop slang. Okay, moving from cool and chill to something with a bit more energy. How about lit and fire?
Ooh, yes. These are very popular, especially with younger people. Both lit and fire mean that something is amazing, exciting, or really fun.
Right. So if you go to a concert with incredible energy, you could say, that show was lit.
And for fire, you might use it to describe something you really like a new album from your favorite artist. Their new album is fire.
So they're pretty interchangeable. Lit and fire both mean excellent. Got it. Now let's talk about people. How do we refer to our close friends? I know one, fam.
Yes, fam. It's short for family, of course, but we use it to talk about our closest friends, the people who feel like family. You might greet your friends by saying, hey fam, what's everyone doing tonight? It's very warm and kind.
That's a nice one. It feels very inclusive. Okay, so from friends to, well, the opposite. What about the word ghost?
Ghosting. This is a very modern slang term, and it's not a very nice action. To ghost. Someone means you completely stop responding to their messages and calls without any explanation. You just disappear, like a ghost.
Right. It's mostly used in the context of dating. For example, I thought our date went well, but then she totally ghosted me. It's a useful word to know for understanding modern communication or the lack of it.
Definitely. Let's move on to a lighter and funnier word. Oliver, have you ever been hangry?
Ha, all the time. Hangry is a brilliant word. It's a blend of hungry and angry. It's that feeling when you are so hungry that you start to get irritable and angry.
It's so relatable. I get super hangry. You might tell your friend, I need to eat now, I'm getting hangry. Everyone understands that feeling.
Totally. Okay, here's another one for emotions. Salty. What does it mean when someone is salty?
If someone is salty, it means they're upset, bitter, or annoyed, usually about something small or unimportant.
Okay. So if my friend loses at a video game and is complaining about it, I could say, don't be so salty, it's just a game.
That's a perfect example. Now for our next one, are you ready to spill the tea, Oliver?
I am always ready for the tea. So tea in slang doesn't mean the drink. It means gossip, news, or juicy information.
Right. And the phrase, spill the tea, means to share the gossip. So if your friend comes back from an interesting meeting, you might say, okay, spill the tea. What happened?
And gossip is talking about other people's private lives, usually in a casual way. Most gossip is harmless and helps people connect, but sometimes it can be negative or hurtful. Okay, let's move on to an acronym that has become a real word. FOMO.
Yes, FOMO stands for fear of missing out. It's that anxious feeling you get when you think other people are having more fun than you, especially when you see their posts on social media.
Uh-huh. So you might decide to go to a party you're tired for simply because you have FOMO. You could say, "My FOMO is really bad tonight. I have to go out."
It's a very common feeling in our connected world. Okay, next up is a really current pair of words, cap and no cap.
Yes, this one is super popular online. Cap basically means a lie or an exaggeration, and no cap means no lie, for real or truthfully.
Exactly. So if your friend says, "I just won $1 million," you might say, "Are you serious?" Cap, meaning, "Are you lying?"
And they could reply, "No cap, I really won." It's a quick way to talk about truth and lies.
All right, next one. It's another acronym and it's a huge compliment. GOAT. GOAT.
Ah, the GOAT. This stands for greatest of all time. You use it to describe someone who is the absolute best at what they do.
That's right. It's used a lot in sports. People argue about whether Messi or Ronaldo is the GOAT of football, but you can use it for anyone you admire. That scientist is the GOAT in her field.
This podcast is the GOAT of English learning podcasts, no cap.
I love that, Oliver. Now, let's talk about a word that describes a certain feeling you get when something is awkward. The word is cringe.
Cringe. I know this one. It's when you see something so embarrassing or awkward that you feel uncomfortable yourself. For example, if you see a really bad audition on a talent show, you might say, "That was so cringe."
Exactly, it's a great descriptive word. Now let's talk about a word that sounds negative but is actually positive. The word is sick.
That's a good one. Sick is a bit like cool or awesome. You can use it to describe something you think is really impressive. For example, "That skateboard trick was sick."
Right, it's popular in skateboarding and punk culture. It adds a bit of an edge. Now, how about a word for your best friend? I'm thinking of BFF.
BFF stands for Best Friends Forever. It's a sweet and simple way to describe your closest friend. You could say, "Emma is my BFF."
Oh, thanks, Oliver. And you're my BFF too. It's a very affectionate term that became popular with internet and texting slang in the 1990s. Now for a word that sounds luxurious, Gucci.
That's an interesting one. Is it related to the fashion brand?
It is. Gucci means good, fine, or okay. It's inspired by the luxury brand, so if someone asks how you are, you could say, "Everything's Gucci."
That's a cool one. It's amazing how brands can influence language. Now let's talk about a word that describes showing off. Flex.
Yes, flex. To flex is to show off your possessions or skills in a proud way. For example, he's always flexing his new car on social media. It comes from the idea of flexing your muscles to show how strong you are.
That makes sense. It's not always a positive term, is it? It can sometimes be seen as bragging. Now, let's cover a classic internet acronym, LOL.
LOL stands for laughing out loud. It's one of the most common acronyms used in texting and online messaging. People use it to show that they find something funny.
Right. Sometimes people even say LOL in spoken conversations now, which is pretty interesting. It shows how much the internet has influenced language. Now for a word that describes someone who is overly dramatic. Extra.
That's a fun one. If someone is extra, it means they are over the top or dramatic. For example, she's so extra with her outfit every day. It comes from modern internet and pop culture.
That's a useful word. Now let's talk about a word that's very popular in California, hella.
Yes, hella is a fun one. It means very or a lot of. It's Northern California slang from the 1970s. You could say, "This pizza is hella good," to emphasize how much you enjoy it.
That's a fun one. It really adds a regional flavor to your speech. Okay, we have time for one more. How about busted?
Busted is a great one to end on. It means you've been caught doing something wrong or looking bad. For example, he got busted for lying about his homework. It's an old American slang term from the early 20th century, but it's still used today.
Wow, what a lit episode. We covered a hella lot of slang today. From cool and sick for things that are great, to fam and BFF for our friends.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to the Beginner English Podcast. We hope you found it useful.
If you did, please give this video a like. It really helps our podcast grow. Keep practicing.
Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
See you next time.